Hey, good morning, everybody. So I wanted to share some thoughts this morning, and I know it's first time face on the camera, but I really wanted to make this personal. Um, and it's a request for everybody who's out there buying sports cards from uh, people like myself. The vast majority of us, especially myself included, are very diligent and send out the cards that you buy right away. But even on a good day, the Postal Service will quite often not scan an item that is sent by eBay standard envelope. That's actually bulk mail trackings. It's not the same tracking that you have with First Class or now Ground Advantage. So it's not a precise tracking anyway. But when it comes to the holidays, when it comes close to Christmas time, the Postal Service is even worse when it comes to scanning those things. So just because your order says the label's printed and it's not showing the next step, which is acceptance by the Postal Service, doesn't mean that they don't have it. Doesn't mean that it's not on its way. So if you haven't received your eBay standard envelope shipment within a couple weeks from when you'd ordered it, it doesn't mean that the seller is holding on to it and that they haven't sent it. Chances are the Postal Service does have it. Now, my request here is, instead of just reaching right out to eBay and saying, hey, I haven't received my item, please help me resolve this, reach out to the seller first. Here's why. When you reach out to eBay, the timer starts. And you've got to resolve it within, I think it's 3 days. If the request is sent at night, it ends up being 2 days. So for example, I received one last night. I got to resolve it within 3 days, but it's actually 2 days from the time I see it, first thing in the morning. That's not enough time to make sure that the item has arrived where it needs to go. So what that means is, whether the buyer intends to or not, with this method of reaching out and trying to get the resolved, which I understand you've been waiting 2 weeks, whereas I get it. What they'll probably end up getting is a free card, and it's coming out of my pocket. Because what will happen is probably within the next week, they'll receive it. So in this kind of situation, I would recommend, please reach out to the seller. If the seller doesn't respond, yeah, go right to eBay, please. Absolutely, that's why they're there. But give the seller a chance to respond and make sure that it was sent out. You know, I've had many great customers reach out to me directly. We talk about it, say, hey, explain the way the eBay standard envelope works, and hey, can you give it a week? And if it doesn't arrive in a week, I'll take care of you. I had plenty of that, and guess what? It arrived. 1 or 2 cases, it still doesn't arrive. I take care of them. In a rare instance, maybe 2, I take care of them, and then it arrives the next day. Okay. Cost of doing business, I guess. But at this time of year, the things are just not going to get scanned. Give the seller a chance. I'd hate to see sellers take it on the chin at the holidays. This is time, everybody should be winning. The buyer should be winning, the seller should be winning too. But for it to be a one-way situation where the sellers just end up giving away free cards because people are impatient or they don't understand how the eBay standard envelope system works. We're all in this together. I mean, the sellers are not going to try to screw you over. Buyers, please give us a chance. Please work with us directly. Again, if the seller doesn't respond, please go to eBay. Absolutely. But give us a chance to respond and make things right for you. All right, thank you. Have a great day and happy holidays, everybody.